Hey guys, okay, so a quick rundown of last week's Ironman 70.3 Salalah race. It was a great event. So such a good community of athletes, such a good vibe on the race course, just having people cheer all around, especially on the run. The bike is a little bit quiet because you just flat out on the highway, but it's cool seeing some of the cars drive by and then just hooting along. We saw some camels on the route, which is quite unique, and luckily they didn't obstruct any of the races. But yeah, I mean, so looking at the swim, I think it's always tough to sort of gauge where you're at in the race and things like that, because it was a rolling start and quite a cool one, because you go down some steps into the water, and then you can do a diving start, or you can just climb into the water. And then I think it was 4 athletes at a time. So quite a nice rolling start. There was at one point, I think what got most people was the sun was like glaring straight into your face. So as soon as you like looked up, then you had no idea more or less where you were. So I was just looking for shadows. As soon as you see the buoy, you see the cone silhouette through the sun rays, then you can just find your way there. At some stage I got hit in the face. Maybe I just swam a bit too close to someone, or they were trying to get me away. But anyway, and then it came out on just under 30 minutes more or less, which I'm super chuffed about. That was pretty much the target. As I came out and turned towards the transition area, I slipped on the floor. I have a lovely bruise on my hip, so that's great. But like I said, when I got up, somebody has to do it, so glad I was the person and nothing was damaged and I could continue perfectly fine. I have a small graze here, but I wasn't worried about that one. The bike route was good. There was a bit of a tailwind going out, and I was a bit suspicious of the course because it was semi-quiet. Like I think the previous year there was quite a strong wind, so you knew which direction it was coming from, but I couldn't really feel it, and I don't have a power meter, so I usually go and feel with these things. And so I was quite suspicious of it because I was not working too hard and I was going quite quick. So I was like, okay, either my legs are feeling really good or I've got a bit of assistance. And when we turned around and came back, I was very grateful that I conserved some energy because I needed it in that last 20k push. But it was a great day out. Shout out to Mike and Mohammed, Hatali, and Sammy for doing the race. Sammy did the swim for his team, and then his team did a great job. I think they did a 5:35 somewhere there. And then Mohammed Hatali, he did a lovely 5:34 if I'm not mistaken, and Michael Brits, he did a 6:19. So super chuffed with those times. I know it's pretty much PBs all around if I'm not mistaken. And then like Mohammed flew by me on the bike. I saw him chasing me down. So I was like, oh, I know he's gonna catch me. And then but that's always part of the excitement of doing these races. And then going onto the run, I knew it would be a hot course. Like people were like, oh, go have fun, go do your best, all of that. I was like, look, I know it's going to be a tough day out, so let's just do the best we can. I knew I hadn't done enough prep, especially on the run, in the weeks leading up. I did what I could, but life and work and things are usually hectic in this period, so I just had to modulate my efforts and make sure that I made it through, and made sure I stayed fueled, stayed hydrated, and I held onto ice in my hands the whole time. It was so good that there was ice the whole time. So good job to the organizing committee. Thank you guys so much. And it was just such a good day out. The run got really hot at some stage. I think it was like 32, 33, but it wasn't too humid, so we were grateful for that. But if you see my pictures, it's just like salt. My clothes are just full of salt from my sweat. And then at some stage someone shoved some ice down my back, which landed somewhere I didn't want it. So I was a little bit upset. So there's always a moderation of like, emotion and things like that during these races. But yeah, overall it was just a fantastic day, and I think we got some good finish photos. Yeah, so well done to all the competitors and organizers, and just for a great day out.